Hey guys, allow me to ask you another great question today. Have you ever looked back at your life and realized that the person you are right now is genuinely, fundamentally different from the person you were even 10 years ago? Different in what you believe, different in what you want, different in what you will and will not accept, different in what you know yourself to be capable of? If you are a Gen X woman and you can identify with those questions, please hear me when I say you have already reinvented yourself, probably more than once, probably without even giving yourself a single moment of credit for it. But today we're changing that. And we're going to talk about how to do it on purpose, consciously, from now and going forward. Hi, I'm Cathy Bracken, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I welcome you. I appreciate each and every one of you taking time to drop by and hang out with me for a bit. Please don't forget to subscribe, tap the notification bell, and give the video a thumbs up. Your support this way allows me to continue creating my unique brand of self-improvement content aimed at educating, empowering, and inspiring positive transformation in you, the viewer. This is video 6 in the Gen X Women series. And this is one of my favorite conversations in the whole series because today we're talking about reinvention, not as something scary or radical or reserved for people with certain kinds of courage that you may or may not think you have, but as something you have already done repeatedly and therefore are totally qualified to do it again. Now, before we talk about intentional reinvention, I want to establish something first. I want you to see your existing track record because here's the truth. We Gen X women are among the most accomplished self-reinventors in modern history. We just became whoever we needed to be to rise to the occasion because we were never going backwards. We were always leveling up. Just think about the reinventions that you and other Gen X women in your life have navigated. The professional reinvention, the career landscape that existed when most Gen X women entered the workforce looks almost nothing like the one they navigate now. Industries have been disrupted. Technology eliminated entire job categories and created new ones. The skills that make you valuable at 25 are not the same skills that make you valuable at 45. And somewhere in between, you upgraded, you adapted, you reinvented your professional identity, often while managing everything else going on in your life. Next is the relational reinvention, because relationships end, families change, children grow up, and the identity of mother of young children changes. Friendships evolve. The community you needed at 50 is different from the one you needed at 30. Navigating those transitions, building new connections, releasing old ones, redefining what intimacy and belonging means to you, that is all reinvention. And you, my sister, you have done it. And let's not forget the personal reinvention. The woman you are in your values, your convictions, your sense of what matters, she has changed. The things you accepted in your 20s, you will not accept now. The standards you have gradually, quietly raised, the self-knowledge that you built through experience that no classroom on earth could have given you, that is your reinvention stage. It's not just aging, it's growth. It's reinvention from the inside out. So you see, you have an amazing track record. It's longer than you think and more impressive than you've ever acknowledged. And track records matter because the best predictor of your ability to reinvent yourself intentionally is the evidence that you already have done it under far more difficult circumstances. Now, here's what changes when you practice the skill of reinvention on purpose. When reinvention happens under pressure, you're reactive. You're responding to circumstances, timelines, and demands that are largely outside of your control. The reinvention gets done because Gen X women are extraordinarily good at getting things done, but not in a conscious mindset of reinvention. Our reinvention was shaped by necessity. When reinvention is intentional, you are the architect. You decide the direction. You decide the timeline. You decide the definition of success. And that is a fundamentally different and more satisfying experience. To make this super practical, I want to walk you through 3 key areas of intentional reinvention. Think of these as questions worth sitting with, not all at once, but deliberately over time. Area 1, what do you actually want to be known for now? Not what you've been known for, and not what you built your reputation around in your first career, or your primary role as caregiver, or your identity as part of a family structure. What do you want to be known for in this chapter of your life? What would feel meaningful to be building towards? The answers to these questions are foundational of intentional reinvention, and a lot of Gen X women have never been asked these questions directly. Area 2, what would you do if you trusted yourself completely? This question cuts through the noise of other people's expectations, cultural narratives, and the inner voice that has been trained to question before it acts. Strip away all of that. If you trusted fully, without reservation, your own judgment, your own capability, and your own worthiness of the outcome, what would you do? That answer is almost always more honest, more exciting, and more aligned with who you actually are than anything that comes out of a planning process. Area 3, what is the smallest version of this that you can start today? Intentional reinvention does not require a dramatic gesture. It does not require quitting your job or announcing a transformation or having the whole plan figured out. It requires one small, concrete, directional action, one decision, one conversation, one enrollment, one email sent, one boundary held, 1 hour invested in something that belongs to your next chapter. The momentum of reinvention is built one honest action at a time. The truth is this: the women who reinvent themselves most successfully in midlife are not the ones who waited until everything was perfect. They're the ones who started while life was still messy and often uncertain, because they understood that the clarity they were waiting for comes through belief in action, not before it. Now, in video 7, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to set aside some of my lists and frameworks and research and just speak directly from the heart, some things that I want Gen X women to hear that they deserve. So don't forget to subscribe, tap that notification bell, give the video a thumbs up, and share. And until next time, I'm Cathy Bracken. Make today amazing and be well.